Hello, hello, hello. Let me just mute something. There you go. So, this is a Premier League show preview for the weekend. Week 37. It's nearly over, guys. One more week after this week, and we are done. Over. Premier League done. Now, before I bring in my partner in crime, Total Hammer, we know it's never going to work. Of course, it's not. So, we're going to talk about all the Premier League, the top 6 teams. I'd say the top 6 teams we're going to be talking about. And we're also going to be talking about, at the end of the show, we're going to be talking about Liverpool FC and our lineup for our predicted lineup for the match on Monday, because we are playing Monday. We are doing the video now because over the weekend we're going to be very, very busy on the channel. But enough for that at the moment. Let me just have that for a bit. We're going to bring in my co-Qs, my partner in crime, Toto! How's it going, Toto?
Yeah, big up, man.
Big up to you, bro. So, what's going on?
Yeah, doing well. Just been enjoying the lovely weather outside. Just been keeping an eye on the news as well, the Liverpool news.
And what is the news, Toto Hammer?
That Frimpong is coming to Liverpool very, very shortly, very, very soon. It's in final stages now. When it's in final stages, you know what happens, and it's going to get signed. So Frimpong is going to be a Liverpool player. It looks like it. It's got to hold on. And as soon as that "Here We Go" hits from Fabrizio, that famous "Here We Go," and it'll be a Liverpool player, man. So yeah, really, really glad. I'm feeling well.
I'm glad as well, but I'm eating. Sorry.
Yeah. But look, this is the Premier League weekend roundup, which is going to be the top 5 or top 6 teams. We're going to be predicting the scores and maybe commenting on the predicted lineups that are out there. So yeah, probably our first one is going to be Villa versus Tottenham.
You never put it in the WhatsApp group. Go on.
Villa versus Tottenham, because that game is today. So Villa's fighting for Champions League. They're fighting for Europe, but they're preferably more fighting for Champions League. They want to get Champions League. Aston Villa does. Again for next season, because I thought they had a good run from this season. Take it to PSG, take it to the semis, but unfortunately they did go out. But yeah, they'll still want to fight for it, man. And Tottenham, let's face it, what they got to fight for, they've got Europa League to focus on. In no disrespect to the Europa League is very, very respected, and it's a big, big European trophy. So Tottenham is focusing on that against United, and yeah, I don't think they'll try too hard in the Premier League, because they're not going to get relegated. They're nowhere near the Conference Leagues. They're nowhere near the European qualification places.
Really, this is like a warm-up game, really.
So
this is a warm-up game for Tottenham, really, for their Europa. They're in the Europa Cup final, so against Man United. So it's a warm-up, really, isn't it? It's a warm-up for them. Oh, who do you want to win that match, Toto?
No, Tottenham.
Of course we do. I'd love Tottenham to win it for 2
I know
reasons.
Man United in their worst season to finish you with a trophy. No way.
I know. And I also want him to win because it'll wind up the Tottenham fans. It'll wind up the Arsenal fans because they ain't won no European trophy, and Spurs will. And obviously scummy United. They'll always be scummy United every single time. Okay, let's do this then. Let's bring in the first match of the weekend, which starts in 5 minutes. Because this is going to be quick because I'm doing a watch along, not of this game, of another game. So this is the predicted lineup. I guess that's the lineup what they're pulling out there now. Watkins, Rodgers, McGinn. Who's winning this match?
I think Villa's winning the match. Because what has Tottenham got to fight for? I don't think they'll be up for this game, Tottenham. yeah, it could be one game for the Europa, but why would they risk? Why would they risk injury or something like that? Yeah, they'll maybe go out of the main team, but why would the players risk injury and try their hardest when they got a Europa League final coming up? You know, and Tottenham's not getting relegated. They're nowhere near the European qualification spot. What they got to fight for? Villa's got a lot to fight for. You know, they want to get Champions League for next season, or even Europe for next season. But they want Champions League. They don't want Europa. They don't want Conference. As much how big Europa is, it's a big trophy, it's a big UEFA Cup, right? They don't want to get Champions League. They want to get top of the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what Villa's fighting for, and they'll be more up for this game. And usually, when a team is more up for the game, doesn't matter where the favoritism goes for. It usually goes in their hand because they want to win. They want it. They want to get Champions League, and they'll be more up for it because, of course, like I said, they want to get Champions League. So yeah, I think Villa's winning this. My score prediction for this game, I reckon that it's going to go for 3-0 Villa. I think it's going to be a strong win from Villa. I don't think Tottenham might score, might be 3-1. Tottenham might score one, but I'm not really sure because Villa will be more up for this. Tottenham will be more up for the Europa game than the Premier League game, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
There's no point of them trying. They could lose, they'll still be all right. So, yeah, Villa's win.
So who's scoring?
I think Asensio scoring twice,
Hmm.
and I think Watkins scores. That's what I think.
Oh, so you think it's going to be 2-3-0?
Two for Asensio.
Yeah.
One for Watkins, so it's be 3-0.
Fair enough. So yeah, as we're talking about the next game, I'm going to try and find it on here. So yeah, you're probably right, Toto. You're probably right. He's probably going to work. I think maybe Spurs. If Spurs are clever, they would arrest majority of their players tonight. Rest them. When's the Europa League? Is it next week? The final.
I think it is.
It's next week, isn't it? No, don't worry about it. I got it on here. So it should be next week, man. I'm sure it's next week.
Yeah, next week.
So what they do should rest the players. So the next one, Chelsea versus Manchester United. This one's kick off at 8:15. This is the one I'm going to be covering. Yeah, there's the team. What's going to be coming up? That is the lineup, I guess. That's the lineup for the game, the official lineup. So, what you saying, man? You got Chelsea playing the 4-2-3-1. You got Man United with Neverland playing the 3-4-2-1. You know what Ruben Amorim's got?
Again, I think Chelsea's winning this one.
Yeah,
by far.
I think you're right.
Again, Chelsea's fighting. I think Chelsea's fighting for Europe. I think they're fighting for conference, something like that. I don't know where they are on the table.
Chelsea, I ain't got. I'll tell you where they are. I'll tell you where they are. The line is here. The table's there. Where's the table? I've got the table here somewhere. Standings there. There. So there's the standings. There's Chelsea fifth in the table.
They're fighting for Champions League.
Manchester United is fighting for nothing.
United, Tottenham. Like we would have thought, West Ham and Wolves are ahead of them. But that is embarrassing. That is embarrassing.
Waniak. Oh, look at Waniak. He's having it. Bold prediction, Toto. And match with the 2-goal Ollie, 1 goal by Morgan, and then big Asensio with a late goal.
He's predicting 4-0 then.
3-0, yeah.
But yeah, United. That's an absolute embarrassing thing to say.
I think that's where they belong.
United 16th,
United belong.
Tottenham 17th. That is
good.
Oh, geez.
United belong 16th. For me, I'd put them 18th or maybe the bottom. That was my dream. But I'll take 16th. I think it suits them. Being bottom of the table, near bottom of the table. This one, I don't understand why Manchester United fans can show chest.
You know what? The 3 relegated teams, I know this is not to do with this game, but 3 relegated teams, Ipswich, Leicester, and Southampton, come up, come down again.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
It's a shame, Toto. It really is a shame. I like to see Leeds. I think when Leeds come up here, because historically Leeds is the big team. They've actually won the Premier League before as well. Leeds are a big team, big city, big team. Now, and they've got a big fan base. A lot of their fan base are really, they don't like Man United, they don't like Villa, don't like Liverpool, really. Don't like Forest. That's another rivalry, Forest and Leeds. But historically, they are a big club. So I think when Leeds come up here, I think they're going to stay up. And I heard the link to some manager. I forgot the manager now. Some guy's going to manage him. Some manager that we know. I forgot his name. But he's linked to the job. So I think Leeds, if they play the cards right, I think they might stay up when they come up. But they have to buy a couple of players in. You know, some teams are just happy just being in the Premier League. They actually know they're going to get relegated, but they're just happy that they got there. You know, with them for the money, which I don't like that. I think there's too much of a gap between the Championship and the Premier League. Too much of a big gap. So what's your prediction for this?
I think Chelsea is going to win 2-0.
Who's scoring?
I reckon that Levi Colwill, the centre back, will score. And Neto.
Okay, Neto. I got you. So we'll move on to the next one. We'll just close this. Yeah, you go carry on talking. I'm gonna get the next game.
Yeah, I've also with this lineup, guys, and before we get into it, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button. Really appreciated. Channel's growing every day, man. In subscribers, and lots of people are reaching out to us, and a lot of viewers are coming in and subscribing. So make sure you hit the subscribe and like. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Big up, lads. This is the West Ham versus Nottingham Forest. So let's have a look at the table first, standing. So Nottingham Forest is barely hanging on to European spots. I think I still think they might get. I actually thought Nottingham Forest was going to get Champions League. I don't think it can still happen because look, between third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh, there aren't many points. Can't see. I think Newcastle are safe now. Manchester City, I think they're safe. I think the last place is for fifth place, really. And that can go to Chelsea, Aston Villa, or Nottingham Forest. Any of them three teams right there can get that final European spot of Champions League. If you get there's not top five now, isn't it? It's not
top five now, yeah.
Is it still top five?
Yeah.
It's not top five anymore.
It's still top five.
Okay, so if it's top five, that means it's between Chelsea, Aston Villa, and Nottingham Forest. Chelsea's on 63. Nottingham Forest is on. So Chelsea and Villa are on the same points, 63. And Nottingham Forest is on 62. So any of them three teams are fighting for that final fifth place. What are you saying about this score between Nottingham Forest and West Ham?
Again, what has West Ham?
I think Nottingham Forest is winning this.
What has West Ham got to fight for, really? Of course, they'll still try to win.
Win bubbles in the air.
But they're not. Look, they're not gonna. They're not gonna.
Blah, we bubbles. I can do bubbles.
Look, they got nothing to fight for, but I'm not.
Bubbles, I told you.
I'm not gonna take that out of account. Yeah, every Premier League team doesn't want to lose. Yeah, they don't want to lose. End of the day, they'll fight. They're at home. They're gonna try their hardest. They're gonna give their fans, a good game. They don't want fans to go there, waste the money, and just don't put enough. No, they're going to put effort in. West Ham are. Both of the teams are, but Nottingham Forest, I think, will be more up for it. So I'll go for 2-1 from Nottingham Forest.
Okay, fair enough. There's 2-1. So one more. We're going to do Man City and Arsenal, and after that, we'll do the Liverpool player lineup, and we'll do on the what's the website called again? What's the website called again?
Lineup Builder.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I get that ready. You gotta give.
Yeah, guys. We're also in the Premier League. We'll do a Premier League preview and a Liverpool preview combined. Let's go. So stick around.
This is what we're doing now, by the way.
We are going into Liverpool lineup. I want to do we used to do Liverpool lineups before on a separate video, but now we're doing combined. So which is good, and it gives us more of a video time and more content for you. So,
we're what? We got Brighton, haven't we? We're away.
Yeah, we got Brighton. Brighton's our next game, isn't it?
Away, yeah. Brighton away.
Yeah, so
game 37 out of 38. and it's the last Monday game of the Premier League season. You know, the last Monday game of the Premier League season, and we are on it. Liverpool, Brighton. So they've just come off holiday. The lads. They've just come off holiday, and now they're going back to the beach again to Brighton to yam up some fish and chips. Well, go on. Let's go on to the next one. Arsenal. Oh, let's get on this one. We forgot about this one. This is going to be a good one. Arsenal and Newcastle. You're right, Toto.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, Arsenal and Newcastle. It's gonna be a good game. Of course, Arsenal want to keep that second place.
Very good game. Look how close they are.
Newcastle could get second place. So
exactly.
I think this is just for bragging rights for Newcastle and Arsenal.
Yeah, pride. Yeah, pride.
Newcastle finished ahead of Arsenal. Newcastle could also we had a better season than you.
This is why I said it's going to be an interesting game.
Very, very interesting. Arteta doesn't want to lose his second place streak, so he'll probably fight his hardest for this one. That's all he can do really for his second place. He's had a treble of second places every 3 years in a row. He's finished in second place, so close but just not there. And Newcastle might take that title away from them, which I want to happen. So, look, Arsenal could end up finishing fourth. They have the potential to finishing fourth. You know, so Arsenal better. I know. There's only a couple games to go, but it's not a guaranteed. Yeah, that they'll get Champions League. They probably will get Champions League. To be fair, and depends how Chelsea do. But it's not a guaranteed. I know it's a bit out of the blue, but it's not a guaranteed that they'll get it.
Who's winning? Who's winning? I'm going for Newcastle.
I reckon a 1-1 draw.
I think it's going to be 1-0 Newcastle. And I think Isak's going to score. I know the Arsenal fans are going to cry because they want Isak, and Isak don't want to go there. He wants to go to Liverpool, but
yeah. The thing is, Isak, if Newcastle get Champions League, yeah, which they probably will.
They are getting Champions League. They are.
They've got it now. They probably will. Isak will probably stay there.
They've got it now.
Yeah, because Isak will stay there if they get Champions League, which they already have, really. So yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So we'll get off that one. Let's move on to the final one before we move on to Liverpool. Let's move. I think it's the Man City game. Here we go. With Man City. Man City plays on Tuesday, by the way, which is weird. They play on Tuesday. Man City. So Man City have got Bournemouth. Now this is going to be an interesting game as well. Very interesting game. You know, Bournemouth, they're cold, man. This might be Kekere's last game. The second to last game before he joins the Reds. Yeah. What you saying about this? There's the predicted line up there. What you saying, man? About what you saying about Manchester City and Bournemouth? This is going to be a good game, you know, because Bournemouth Bournemouth are fighting for Europe as well. Look where Bournemouth are. Where? What, 6? So the top 5 is Prem, 6 and 7. Yeah, is Europa.
Bournemouth's nowhere near.
Forget it. I just had a look at the points. Forget it.
Yeah,
no chance.
City's fighting to stay in the top 5 places. So I reckon City's going to win this one. They've been on a good streak recently.
Oh, Brentford got a chance though.
4 out of the 5 last games they've been improving recently. Man City have. They're starting to play De Bruyne more, and the key players and these last end of the season to try to stay.
Nah, you never know. Imagine if Nottingham Forest lose their last 2 games. Say if Nottingham Forest lose it
and they finish with nothing.
Yeah, and then Bournemouth in their last 2 games, they could get into Europe. You never know.
No, Bournemouth's nowhere near. Bournemouth's not even in.
Bournemouth are on 53 points.
They got nowhere near. They only got like 2 games left.
Points 54, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They'll be on 59 points. And then think about it, 6 and 7. Oh, he won't.
Not the Forest on 6.
He won't do it. He won't do it. Sorry, I just saw the points. Sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about. Go on.
I think City's winning 2-0.
I think it's going to be a draw. And Pep Guardiola. You know, Pep Guardiola, he should have left when Klopp left. He's missing his running body, and he was his running body because he used to bounce off Klopp. Now Klopp's gone, yeah. Pep Guardiola is just not the same. He should have left like Klopp left. When you see Pep Guardiola now, does he actually want to win the league? It seems like he's not the same Pep Guardiola since Klopp left. Because his mates left, isn't it? But it is what it is. So we're gonna go into the Liverpool game in a minute. Now we're just ending this screen. We're gonna go into the Liverpool game. So while you talk and promote the channel and pay and say to people, smack up them like buttons. I'm gonna sort this out. Go ahead. We're gonna sort this out now. Right. Toto. I'm doing it. Sorry, Toto.
Yeah, now we're going to get onto the Liverpool lineup, predict the Liverpool lineup and our score prediction like we normally do in our normal lineup prediction videos. So yeah, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you are watching on the replay, always make sure to hit the like, even if you're going to watch it for 1 or 2 minutes, because probably not a lot of people watch the whole video, but it would be really appreciated if you do. Hit the like and subscribe.
So let's start with Mr. Ali. Oh, I don't know where that came from. So, where did that come from, man? It's the heat, man. Let's stop drinking water, man. What's going on? Too much water. So let's start with these then. You know what? Before we go in here, let's talk about Federico Chiesa. He's going to get sold, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's a shame. What's going on, man? That's the only thing, right? That's wound me up about Arne Slot. Is the fact that he didn't.
What is his problem? What is his problem?
What I want to know is what's his problem, man?
He probably said something with him under his breath, and someone translated it. There's something in Italian, and someone translated it, and something about him, and I don't know. I'm just waffling.
He could be right though.
Yeah, could be. Arne Slot said what?
Or probably, yeah. Chiesa went round his house for a custom dinner, yeah, and his missus was eyeing up Chiesa, and Slot weren't having it. He's thinking, nah, I ain't having that, mate. You ain't staying in my team. No, well, it could be that as well. You never know, Never know.
Anything could be a factor at this point.
Yeah, I just don't like it. By the way, I'm buying that Liverpool shirt. Have you saw the new Liverpool shirt?
The Champions one.
I am buying that Liverpool shirt.
Yeah.
100. I am buying.
Same.
Oh, it's not even that much either. I am buying. Oh my gosh, they've got the Liverpool official, the black kit, right? 20 years of Istanbul. They got it, and it comes in a box with all the program, poster, everything that you get with like you get out a football match, and it's like proper cut in a frame. So I'm gonna get this up. You can get home and away. It's not limited edition. It's not even limited edition either. So that's good. So you know you can buy it anytime. And I've got the normal sports top as well, the teacup top, the adults Istanbul one as well, and that's a little bit cheaper, £40. Yeah. That's not bad, you know, because the football top's 55, and the sport one is 40. The sporty one, I'm buying them. Oh, they got a hoodie as well. Oh, that's it then, isn't it? That's it. It's over. All right, let's go. Got carried away there. Just looking at these tops, man. Go. So what is it, Ali?
Yeah, Alisson.
All right, Ali. All right. Calm down. All right, Ali. All right, yeah. Go on now. Left back. What's wrong, man? What is wrong?
Robertson.
What's wrong? You all right, bro?
Yeah. Robertson.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Robertson. Yeah. I know you crack. Right, who we going? Big Verge.
Yeah.
Big Verge. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got it. Right. Ibru. Yeah, but Ibru's gonna dust out the door and he's gonna go to be he might, you know what? Don't be shocked here if he leaves his club this season. Kanate. He's got 2 years left on his contract, and if he doesn't sign it, they're gonna sell him, you know, just like with Diaz as well. They're gonna sell him. Because they're not gonna let no player ever run down the free again. This is what Arsenal, you know, Arsenal.
Yeah, because Trent allowed it to happen. That's why he left on a free on purpose.
Liverpool allowed it to happen. Liverpool did, because Liverpool could have sold him. Liverpool could have sold him. Then they said, no,
Yeah.
you know, it happened with Arsenal a couple of years ago, right? And ever since then, it happened about 8 years ago. I think it was around about 8 years ago. It happened with Arsenal. One of their top players left on a free, and ever since then, they never let that happen ever again. Never.
But the thing is with Coutinho,
Yeah.
Liverpool allowed his contract to go down to a free, but he didn't want to go on a free. He wanted to go for a fee because he wanted to show respect to Liverpool.
Nah, Coutinho didn't show no respect to Liverpool. Because
So he had a chance to go on a free, but he wanted to extend his contract.
Let me tell the story about Coutinho. If it weren't for Coutinho, we would have won the league. Because halfway through the year, he pulled a sickie. He sat down on his ass and said he was sick, and he wasn't because he was desperate to go Barcelona. That's Coutinho. That's why nobody likes Coutinho.
Yeah.
The only good thing about Coutinho, we've got Virgil van Dijk and we've got Alisson out of the money because Barcelona overpaid for Coutinho. I think it was like 130s or 104, 100 and like odd million. I don't know what they was paying, but they paid a lot of money, right? But what I'm saying is, he's a rat as well, Coutinho. He's a rat as well.
Yeah, he's a rat. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not going to allow it. It happened with Arsenal a few years ago, and ever since then, Arsenal, when it got to the last 2 years of the contract, they said either sign the deal or you're going to go, or they're going to sell him. It's happened with Ibra. Look at finger now. He's got 2 years left on his contract. What's his name? Saliba. And what they're saying to Saliba now, they're saying to Saliba, you got to sign the contract now, or they're going to sell him. They're not going to let him go on a free, because it happened with Arsenal. The same thing happened with us a few years ago. And that's why, you know, if Konate don't want to sign the contract, they're going to sell him. You know, if they can't agree terms, they'll sell him. And I think he's going to go probably PSG. That's his boy old club, isn't it? So who's going right back?
Bradley.
I'll put the last name, Bradley. Bradley. But we can't let that happen again. That's embarrassed on the world stage. That is. What we should have done is,
we got no money from him.
We got nothing for him. And you know, people are saying, "Oh yeah, but we got him for free anyway." That's not the point, no. The guy's a world-class player, and we're letting him go on a free. Stupid. Right, middle. Who's having the middle?
In the middle, it's going to be Gravenberch and McAllister.
Gravenberch. All right. McAllister. Should I put this first name first, or yeah, Alexis? There you go. All right, there we go. Who we going on the wing?
It's going to be, I think, Cody Gakpo left wing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Luis Diaz striker. And then Dominic Szoboszlai in the 10.
Dominic said.
The awkward names as well.
Oh, B. There you go. And Mohamed Salah. Is that what you're going for, yeah?
Yeah.
So that's going to be our team, guys. That is our team for the game against Brighton. What I'll do, I'll save that and I'll download it and I'll put it on X. And that's it, bro. That's it. That's what we're doing. So that's the video done. I'm going to get ready for my watch along. Toto, anything coming up on your channel? I know this is our channel, but anything coming up on...
Well, hopefully there's a stream coming up because I've been a bit busy this past weeks.
Yeah.
So hopefully, if there's a lot of content on the channel, I'm sorry. I've been busy. But if I can find time, I will find time if I can. But overall, just go check out my Insta because I've got karting events next week as well. Some more vlogs coming up on my Insta. Just go check me out on there.
Insta. I'm cool.
Instagram, whatever.
Insta. Anyway, yeah. So, you know, we just get to that point, you think, I just don't care. You know, when you get to that point, we've got our channel, yeah, our subscribers are going, and I respect everybody who follows us, you know. I love it. People, because people, sometimes, yeah, you know, when you do video, we don't realize what, and people don't realize about our situation as well. We don't know what they're going through, you get me? We don't know what they're going through. So, when someone comes to my channel, and even if you just say hello once, just once, you know what I mean? That I think that's great, because we don't know what's going on in their life. They've took their time out of their day to come on our channel and say hello, and you don't know what's going on. Big up to your family going to watch the match in a bit. Yeah, man. Of course, man. Big up to you, Waniak. Every single time, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? When that is there to come and say hello, now he's going to watch the match. It's things like that. You think about stuff like that when you stream, you know. But it is what it is. Yeah. So we're heading off. So Toto, I'm gonna be heading off. Let's try and get this. I'm gonna try and get the premium version so we can add videos to it.
Yeah.
Hold on. Maybe we can do it now. Ooh, let's have a look. No, we can't. I'm too far there. So that's it. I'm gonna end this stream. I'm gonna put the designs up, and that's it. We're heading off. Big up to you guys. See you soon. Bye.